a tiny strand of genetic code, smaller than anything the human eye can see, just changed the entire future of medicine. Technology that once lived quietly inside research laboratories suddenly stepped onto the global stage and saved millions of lives. And the wild part? Scientists are only getting started. Welcome to Doctor A Clinic, where real medicine meets real explanation. Today, we're diving into one of the biggest breakthroughs in modern science, messenger RNA vaccine technology. It's the same technology that helped the world fight COVID-19, but its real story is much bigger than that. Researchers now believe this tiny molecular message could transform how we fight viruses, cancer, and even some genetic diseases. For decades, vaccines followed a familiar formula. Scientists would take a weakened or inactive version of a virus, introduce it into the body, and allow the immune system to learn how to fight it. It worked. That method helped eliminate diseases like smallpox and dramatically reduce illnesses like polio and measles. But traditional vaccines also have limitations. Developing them can take years. Growing viruses in laboratories requires complex facilities, careful safety protocols, and a lot of time. And when a new disease suddenly appears, the clock starts ticking fast. That's where messenger RNA technology flips the script. Instead of injecting part of a virus into the body, messenger RNA vaccines deliver instructions. Think of it like a biological text message sent directly to your cells. The message contains genetic code that tells your cells how to make a harmless piece of a virus. Once that piece appears, the immune system recognizes it as an intruder and learns how to destroy it. So when the real virus shows up later, the immune system already knows exactly what to do. Pretty slick, right? But here's the thing most people don't realize. The idea behind messenger RNA vaccines is not new. Scientists have been studying this technology for more than 30 years. Back in the early 1990s, researchers began experimenting with messenger RNA as a potential medical tool. The concept was exciting, but there were serious challenges. Messenger RNA molecules are fragile. Inside the human body, enzymes break them down quickly. Early experiments showed promise, but delivering the mRNA safely into cells proved extremely difficult. For years, the technology sat in research papers and experimental labs, waiting for a breakthrough. Then two scientists helped change everything. A Hungarian biochemist named Katalin Karikó and an American immunologist named Drew Weissman spent years studying how to modify messenger RNA so that the body would accept it without triggering harmful inflammation. Their work quietly solved one of the biggest obstacles in the field. Around the same time, advances in lipid nanoparticle technology created tiny protective bubbles that could safely carry mRNA into human cells. Those two discoveries turned a theoretical idea into a real medical tool. For years, the work continued mostly behind the scenes. Small biotech companies began investing in mRNA platforms. Researchers tested experimental vaccines for diseases like influenza, Zika virus, and rabies. But then something happened that forced the world to move fast. In late 2019, a new coronavirus began spreading across the globe. Within weeks, scientists identified the virus responsible for COVID-19 and decoded its genetic sequence. That sequence contained the blueprint for the virus's spike protein, the structure it uses to enter human cells. Here's where messenger RNA technology showed its true power. Once scientists knew the genetic code for that spike protein, they didn't need to grow the virus in a lab. They simply programmed mRNA molecules with instructions for human cells to produce that harmless spike protein fragment. And just like that, the vaccine design phase was complete. In record time, companies like Pfizer-BioNTech and Moderna developed mRNA vaccines and launched clinical trials. The speed stunned the medical world. What once took years was accomplished in months. When the trial results came back, they showed something even more surprising. The vaccines were incredibly effective. Not only did they trigger strong immune responses, but they also demonstrated high levels of protection against severe disease and hospitalization. For the first time, billions of people around the world heard the term mRNA vaccine. But the technology behind it is even more fascinating than the headlines suggest. Inside every cell in your body lives DNA, the master instruction manual of life. DNA contains the genetic information that tells cells how to build proteins. But DNA stays protected inside the nucleus of the cell. When a protein needs to be made, a temporary copy of a specific instruction is created. That copy is called messenger RNA, or mRNA. The mRNA leaves the nucleus and travels to ribosomes, the tiny protein-building factories inside the cell. The ribosomes read the instructions and assemble the protein accordingly. Once the job is done, the mRNA message breaks down naturally. mRNA vaccines simply use that same biological process. They deliver a temporary instruction telling cells to produce a harmless viral protein. The immune system studies that protein, builds antibodies, and prepares its defenses. Then the message disappears. It never enters the nucleus. It never changes your DNA. It simply delivers instructions and then fades away. That elegant design is one reason scientists are so excited about the future of messenger RNA medicine. Because once you have the platform, you can program new instructions quickly. Think about it like updating software. If a new virus appears tomorrow, researchers can analyze its genetic sequence, identify a key protein target, and design an mRNA vaccine far faster than traditional vaccine methods. This flexibility could be a game changer in future pandemics, but the possibilities don't stop with viruses. Right now, some of the most exciting research in medicine involves messenger RNA cancer vaccines. Cancer cells often contain unique proteins called tumor antigens. These proteins can signal to the immune system that something is wrong. But tumors are clever. They often hide from immune cells or suppress immune responses. Messenger RNA cancer vaccines aim to reveal those hidden targets. Researchers can analyze the genetic mutations inside a patient's tumor and design a personalized messenger RNA vaccine that teaches the immune system to recognize those cancer-specific proteins. In other words, the immune system becomes trained to hunt down cancer cells. Early clinical trials are already showing promising results in cancers like melanoma and pancreatic cancer. It's not a magic cure yet, but the progress is real and the potential is huge. Another exciting area involves infectious diseases that have resisted traditional vaccine approaches. Scientists are developing messenger RNA vaccines for influenza that could offer broader protection against multiple flu strains. Researchers are also working on messenger RNA vaccines for HIV, malaria, and respiratory viruses. These diseases have challenged vaccine developers for decades. Messenger RNA technology offers a new strategy. The reason lies in how quickly scientists can adjust the genetic instructions. Instead of rebuilding vaccines from scratch, researchers can modify the messenger RNA code and test new versions rapidly. And then there's the future nobody saw coming just a few years ago: messenger RNA treatments beyond vaccines. Some scientists believe messenger RNA could eventually be used to help treat genetic disorders. In certain diseases, the body lacks a critical protein because of a genetic mutation. Messenger RNA therapy could deliver instructions telling cells how to produce that missing protein. Researchers are exploring potential treatments for conditions involving enzyme deficiencies, metabolic disorders, and rare genetic diseases. The field is still young, but the momentum is strong. Of course, every medical technology comes with questions. Many people wonder about safety. Messenger RNA vaccines underwent extensive clinical trials before approval. Those trials included tens of thousands of participants and were followed by large-scale monitoring once vaccines were distributed worldwide. The data from hundreds of millions of doses provided a massive real-world safety dataset. Like any vaccine, mild side effects can occur: soreness at the injection site, fatigue, or low-grade fever. These symptoms typically reflect the immune system doing its job. Serious adverse reactions remain rare. Another common concern involves long-term effects. Because messenger RNA molecules break down quickly in the body and never enter the cell nucleus, they do not alter human DNA. The technology works by temporarily guiding protein production, then naturally disappearing. Scientists continue to monitor vaccine safety closely, but the biological mechanisms are well understood. Meanwhile, research into messenger RNA medicine continues to accelerate. New delivery systems are being developed to improve stability and precision. Some researchers are working on temperature-stable formulations that would make vaccines easier to distribute worldwide. Others are exploring ways to deliver messenger RNA directly to specific organs or tissues that could open doors to treatments for conditions involving the heart, lungs, or liver. Even artificial intelligence is entering the field. Machine learning algorithms can analyze massive genetic datasets and help scientists design better messenger RNA sequences faster. In short, the technology is evolving rapidly. Looking back, it's remarkable how a scientific concept that struggled for decades suddenly became one of the most important medical tools of our time. It's also a reminder that breakthroughs rarely happen overnight. Behind every innovation are years of persistence, countless experiments, failed attempts, and researchers who refuse to give up. The messenger RNA story is still unfolding. In the coming years, we may see vaccines developed faster than ever before, personalized cancer treatments designed for individual patients, and entirely new categories of medicine built around genetic instructions. The same tiny molecular messenger that once sat quietly inside biology textbooks is now leading a revolution in healthcare. And the truth is, we're only at the beginning. If you enjoy learning how modern medicine is transforming the future of health, make sure you subscribe to Dr. A Clinic. This channel breaks down real medical science in a clear, honest way so you can understand the discoveries shaping our world. Because the next breakthrough in medicine might already be happening right now. Inside a lab, inside a research center, or inside the code of a microscopic message called messenger RNA. Thanks for watching.